Hey, welcome to this space. It is the masterclass. So hopefully you have gone through the first space, the about, and I wanted to go through that quite quickly, but I ended up going through it quite in depth. This is going to be a shorter walkthrough video of this space. I want to make sure that you know what you can get and when, and within the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network. And so I am going to share my screen again with you, and hopefully you can see that. Now, if you've watched the first space, the first about video, I actually was talking about subscribing to my channel through my link, and I'm not sure why, but it works in the sense of the subscribe button is there, but with my domain name, it's not doing it. So if you happen to go over to the Soul Legacy Academy and you click it, just let me know if it works or if it ever goes off, because that's the first time in the time that I've bought the domain name that it's gone off. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure. So that would really help me out. All right, let me go back. All right, cool. So in this space, guide 2 is the masterclass. I'm super excited about the masterclass. So in order to be in this community, you will have signed up for the masterclass bonuses. Now, I don't know if you've stayed to the masterclass for the whole time. It's a 4-hour training. I don't know if you'll catch the replay. Don't know if you want to go live. Whatever that is, welcome. And hopefully you can really resonate with taking the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. And we do it vibrationally first. We talk about your numbers. We talk about a lot of things. So within the Soul Legacy Academy online training portal is the masterclass bonuses. So if you kind of just found yourself here, it's because you've signed up to the masterclass, you've enrolled, it's free, it always will be free. There is the replay, there's the community, and the Telegram channel, and then the homework. How I challenge you to bank 50K in 50 days, meaning that might feel like, is she crazy? I haven't even got a client yet. It's not that, it's who you become in the banking 50K in 50 days, and we do it vibrationally. So every 50 days, we want to be holding ourselves accountable to see how far we are in our business. And I've given you a 7-week window. All right. And I'll talk about that more on the masterclass. You can watch the replay, you can register, you can download the slides. We've got the cheat sheet for the masterclass, Start a Movement with Your Message from scratch on YouTube, and Bank 50K in 50 days. I say Bank 50K in 50 days because my goal, my annual income goal, was $600,000, and that is $50,000 a month, right? And I was like, okay. And then the Bank 50K in 50 days sounded cool, so I just was like, I've got to figure it out. I wanted to find a way to have that contribution and have that financial freedom. And so when I talk about the maths, for me, it's 555 for the 5-day challenge, 555 for the 12-week boot camp, and 5K for the mastermind. So when we do the maths, and I literally go in depth and really do the maths with you, it's what are you going to give in exchange for your financial freedom goal? If you want to replace your income, double your income, just set a really big money goal, whatever it is, you've got to get, if you are a light worker, which you are because you're here, in order to set up a business, most of us don't like the business, and most of us don't have the back end of our business done, and most of us don't want to market our business. However, if you want to replace a job, you're literally creating a business in which you work for yourself, as self-employed, you're employing yourself. And yes, it's not another job. However, you're employing yourself. That means you earn money because you're employed by your business. I'm employed by the Soul Legacy Academy. That's why I can say, well, this is for taxes, this is a write-off, this is a what have you, because it is a business. And so we want to be finding a way that you can have that business have a return on all the time, money, and energy you have put in it today, and you want to continue to put into it. So we have my cheat sheet, which is basically the 6 steps of my the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, and a soul guided influencer 6 steps to align and automate your soul signature system, your online teaching platform to attract high-paying one-to-many soul clients on media every single day. What that says is what I'm doing. I'm modeling what I teach. I walk my talk and practice what I preach. So get on the masterclass if you've got any questions. The second bonus of the masterclass is the Eworkbook, 3 steps, your YouTube Soul Tribe income attraction model. So I've got a video guide to walk you through your YouTube Soul Tribe income attraction model, meaning you don't want to just be on YouTube and build a hobby channel. That is not what I'm sharing with you. I'm sharing with you to position yourself as an author with your book, with your journal, if you want to, and position yourself as an authority on your topic. YouTube automatically positions you as an authority on your topic because you're niching down and you're honing in on your soul purpose, and you're really saying, hey, this is the experience that I have been through. This is how I can help you. That's being an authority on your topic. It's not like, portraying something that you're not. It's saying, this is my area that I'm passionate about. This is my soul purpose. This is my movement. This is my message. And I'm willing to receive money for that. It needs to be an income attraction model. And you want to be vibrating out at that frequency to attract that money. In other words, setting up your YouTube channel to generate money. All right, so your financial freedom goal, because essentially being on YouTube, full-time YouTubers, they get paid by YouTube, but you don't want to just rely on YouTube, and you need to hit milestones and join the YouTube partner program and all of the things before you can do all of that. So and you can promote affiliates and all the rest of it. Why not promote your own business? I'm just saying. So the third bonus for the masterclass is your 1-page Spiritual Biz YouTubers one-to-many model. I call it a high-paying one-to-many soul client funnel formula. And so with that formula, that 1-page plan, it shows you where we focus and what you to focus on and when, and how you build a funnel. And so soul clients, you want to be working with them, high paying. You want to have part of your business that is for people who want to pay more. There is statistics that have shown that 80% of your revenue will come from 20% of the people in your business. And so it might be a small percentage that are paying more. Not everybody will. I love leveraging, and I love doing the self-study. I love doing that version of a challenge, of a YouTube challenge. I love offering that $55 because, most people can get that in a couple of weeks or a month. And it's self-study and it's there, and they can win a VIP day if they're upgraded. I do give some of that stuff. I love scholarships with my boot camp, and so it's $555. But for a scholarship for a SABS, a Soul Accountability Buddy, SABSA, a Soul Accountability Buddy student, if they want to pay in full for $500, so they get the $55 off, they split the cost in whatever way they want to. So that's 2 people for the price of 1, because it's self-study. It doesn't make any difference to me how many people come in there. It does for the co-author program, because one person that's paying will be gifted the opportunity to come and be a co-author. The bonus is that all of the things like that business model has afforded me the freedom to be able to say, somebody came to me and asked me if they could have a scholarship into the co-author program based on a disability. And I'm not being rude, but you don't have to have a disability. And it just didn't seem appropriate. But I do offer scholarships, and I didn't offer scholarships into and gift into the co-author program, but I want the book filling every single year with the right co-authors. And so a lot of people that came to me at first just wanted to tell their story. And I am someone who wants to support you in launching, leading, and leaving your soul legacy with ease, grace, and flow, so that you can really make a difference in the world. So having this soul client funnel formula, you're working one-to-many, you're working with your soul clients, you're building a funnel, and you have a formula, you have a framework. That is what I'm about. That is what I can put my name to. There's certain things that people do in the industry I can't put my name to. I just wouldn't. And that's just me. So, if you want to be part of the co-author series and you are in the bootcamp, then you are going to be following that model in loosely or closely, whatever that is. That's kind of a requisite. Like, you've got to offer value, basically. And my breakthrough clients, so that Soul Path Alignment, two-way testimonials, and thank you everyone who has given me testimonials. Doing the group VIP day in exchange for video testimonials has been epic. It's an epic way to relaunch, and I will share everything that I do, I share with you. My first Soul Legacy TV podcast and radio show, I did say radio, it does go on Blog Talk Radio, but podcasts just really kicked off. And so we do a YouTube podcast. And so we strip out your audio and we do a podcast as well on Audible and Amazon Music and Google Play and Anchor and iTunes, wherever you want to put your podcast. So that's launching, leading, and leaving your soul legacy. I've left that there because that's where I came back online to launch, lead, and leave my soul legacy. I learned a lot from that. My first webinar was my Purpose to Profit system. It's the same system as what I'm doing now. And it really is. And I don't know if that actually is in there. And let me see. So I've got the time to do it as well. I think so. So if it's not, then let me know so you can watch it. I loved watching it. I was like, oh my God, it was my first ever webinar, literally. I'd never done a webinar. I just invested 4 weeks before to learn about doing this webinar. And I was so nervous. And I had 8 people on that webinar. I made $2,000 on that webinar. It was $1,000 to go through my boot camp, right? It was supposed to be a $2,000 program and some, because I was over deliver, and that was live. And I had 2 people sign up. I had 1 guest. I had 3 guests on there altogether, 4 including one was my student. That's 4 people. I had my assistant on there. Jen was on there. I had my webinar buddy who had signed up for webinar training, and she was a buddy. And then I had someone who who'd saw my webinar on their social media feed. And then I had someone in my community, in my group. So I had 8 people on there. I think that adds up to 8. And 2 people signed up to my first ever webinar. I was so nervous. And so that's why I built this masterclass based on that. My first ever session was the Vision Breakthrough Strategy session, which is 2008-9. It was 15 minutes. I do not know how I managed to squish 15 minutes. But one of the first people that I did this Vision Breakthrough session, and I will be doing part of what I did on the Vision Breakthrough session all those years ago on the VIP day, on the group VIP day. And a lady said, "Oh my gosh," she said to her partner, he was then her husband, becoming her husband, her fiance at the time, "If I only can do that in 15 minutes, imagine what she can do in an hour." Super cool. My first co-authored book is Rising Above Adversity, which was in 2014. My first ever interview, How to Fulfill Your Life's Purpose and Get Paid in the Process, which was 2014. And that my daughter actually interviewed me. And then a tribute to my son, Daniel Samuel Meade. Again, he was born in 1995 and he made his transition in 2015. 12 days before his 20th birthday, he got knocked off his motorbike. So we have fundraising for Cruise Bereavement Care. So I share the masterclass with you in terms of there's bonuses in there. There's a lot of value in there. So that is for this community. Now, a lot of people do a masterclass, a webinar or a masterclass, and it's like, oh, I've shut it down. That's it. I wanted to build a community around that. And offer the monthly calls. And I also wanted to have a space that when I go on and do my media tour, I can point people to my website and say, hey, click on the masterclass, come in, and there's a community. So that's really important to me to be able to do that. So those are the bonuses for the masterclass. I love it. Let me know if you love it. So that masterclass, to be transparent, because I always like to share what I'm doing while I'm doing it, because I know that many people are curious, and you want to probably figure out what it is that I'm doing. Let me just share with you. So there will be the masterclass on the last Monday of the month at 3 p.m. UK time. So when I do it again, I will put the link in here. I'll get Jen to put the link in here. If you want to sign up for it live, then you'll click this link, and then I'll share with you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So that's the blurb of what I'm teaching in the masterclass. Lesson 1, speaking via video. Lesson 2, serving via video. Lesson 3, signing up via video. So in lesson 1, I talk about how to fearlessly and effortlessly design your integrity-based video content on YouTube to immediately showcase your soul-guided influencer status. You want to be positioning yourself, but you want it to lead with being guided by your soul, only doing the things that literally is your calling, your soul purpose. So you speak directly to your high-paying one-to-many soul clients and drive your online media and video presence. So not just on YouTube, taking yourself and getting featured everywhere. Lesson 2 is serving via video, how to fearlessly and effortlessly. We get over that fear when we take the next natural step, and I'll share with you what that is. Fearlessly and effortlessly co-create your problem-solving soul work. You have to solve a problem in the industry. If you don't solve a problem, people will go to somebody who will solve their problem. And there's a lot of people that like chuck hype around and say, I can do this and I can do that, and they actually can't. So if you know that you're super talented, say it. This is the problem that I solve. This is who I solve it for. So that you can connect soul to soul with your high-paying one-to-many soul clients and fellow soul-guided influencers every time you share your media message online and on video. Number 3 is signing up via video. You need to speak on video in order, if you have a YouTube channel, you want to have a YouTube channel, you need to get comfortable with speaking on video. If you're not as comfortable, that's where the soul-guided instructors comes in, that I will talk about you and I'll give some training and stuff. Serving, you want to serve. You don't, like for me, for the spiritual journal with me, that's serving, like every single day on a daily. People are like, no, really, I don't want to. What else would you be doing? I don't watch TV. I don't scroll on social media. I have YouTube ads and Amazon ads that will support my whole platform. Why not speak to the people that I engage with them in a way that nobody else in the industry would, right? So signing up via video, how to fearlessly and effortlessly make your no-brainer, literally no-brainer offer to your high-paying soul clients to work with you in your new, if it's existing or evergreen, leverage soul signature system and video-based online teaching platform. This is a video-based online teaching platform. And again, the bonus gifts. So the banking 50K in 50 days, I say, imagine the relief when you stop overthinking, overcomplicating, and over-delivering on stuff. And I love to over-deliver, but I'll only deliver in a leveraged way. I only work one-to-many unless I'm gifting something that's bonus, right? And so imagine by the end of our time together, you'll not only get clearer on your vision that you have for your YouTube channel, you'll know how to expand your soul-guided business, but in addition, you'll also see where, why, and how the low vibration of fear of failure, fear of success, and fear of selling might just be blocking your energy around your big money goal. Now, you might say, no, not really. When people think of being judged or what have you, or having doubt or not feeling worthy, not being worthy of success, being judged because you might fail or you might be a success, and selling money blocks, all of the things, right? It comes, and this is the place that I build my business from, teaching that, because when you are held back by fear of failure, fear of success, and fear of selling, it's not the best place to build your spiritual business, because it is at the lowest vibrational frequency on the Abraham Hicks scale, fear. Now, when we go out and we say, I'm going to make a difference in the world, I'm going to attract clients, I'm going to do all of these things, that takes a higher vibration than fear, right? So this could perhaps be the invisible barrier that's been holding you back from tuning in and maintaining that higher vibration in your spiritual business. Together, we'll uncover the next soul-guided action steps to begin stepping up and leaning into owning your soul-guided influencer status. That's different between just being a light work, not just being a light worker and saying, you know, I've got all these great gifts. Stepping up and becoming an influencer in your space. You're influencing whether you know it or not, whether you own it or not, and being led, guided by your soul. That's the kind of influence that we need in the world. So please do own that status. Owning your soul-guided influencer status on video and figuring out how to align your soul path for more soul client income, more soul family influence, and more soul tribe impact easily and effortlessly. So if you want to come on to the monthly live masterclass, you can come as many times as you like, share it. In fact, I'll tell you that what I was going to say is, so here's the comments. Write down the number that resonates with you, what holds you back, needing techie knowledge, unsure about your channel and your purpose, unsure about that fear of success in selling, doing it wrong, judgment, criticism, nobody buying from you, wasting your time and your money, procrastinating, being unwilling to do what it takes to put in the work. And the fifth thing that might hold you back is get rich quick schemes out there, other people's stuff, programs, just like a lot of fluff, overwhelm, lack of focus or direction, too much to do. There's always a lot to do. Not feeling good enough, not feeling well. If it's anything else, explain. So what I was going to say is this masterclass is, again, I should actually call myself Iona Leverage Meade, because lots of people do a masterclass and they might go out and speak and they point people to this, and this. Where can you find me on the socials? No, go to my website, come to my masterclass, right? Come to my community, come onto my monthly call, come and join my Telegram group, right? You're adding value, right? And so when we talk about the one-page Spiritual Biz YouTubers plan that I give you, there's an enrollment spot. Everything leads to this enrollment spot, but you see the value in that enrollment spot. So people can see what I'm about from years ago. And so as you build your spiritual business and as you build that social proof over these years, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's a no-brainer. People won't argue with, you know, coming to you. They'll see on your YouTube channel that social proof. I look back at people's YouTube channels, and I'll do that on the 5-day YouTube Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch Challenge. I share with you, and we do the research of how people actually started out on their YouTube channel. So my masterclass is designed to be there for years. So when I do YouTube ads, or I go out and speak, or I mention it on a YouTube video, I don't want people to come to a link that's not live anymore. So once a month, that's 12 times in the year, I'll get on a live masterclass. Live masterclasses convert higher than just replays. And so I want to engage, I want to answer any questions. All roads lead to the masterclass. Now, this masterclass is literally scheduled out on my online calendar. It's not scheduled out in, what is that called? StreamYard. But all I have to do is literally duplicate it. Well, you can't duplicate it in StreamYard, tell a lie. You just like copy and paste basically, and create it and set it. So once one is over and I've done in the room, I will literally sit there for like 5 minutes, recreate it, pop it into the YouTube channel. So as I do the YouTube channel, you'll see that this masterclass is also part of my book. That is what I'll be talking about. And I invite people to readers to come and join my masterclass. So when somebody subscribes to my channel, the second video is my masterclass. So I'll say, hey, subscribe to my channel. You don't have to opt in from the masterclass I have, the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass, Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. That's a reason to subscribe. You don't have to give me your email. You come to my channel trailer, subscribe. That's a way to grow your subscribers. Many people do not know that people watch their YouTube channel and they don't actually subscribe. So this masterclass is designed like it's the same masterclass that I did basically in 2014, 15. Hang on, 1 minute. 15, November 2015, and literally I didn't do it again for years because somebody said to me, I was like, oh guys, this was my first webinar, and they said, oh gosh, that was flawless. And I was like, how do I top flawless? Now I do it again and again. Now we have the slides there. They're literally, the slides are in my Google slide deck. They're there. They're created. I don't have to create any of this again. With the easy webinar room, that just goes out automated. So all I have to do is just show up once a month on the last Monday of the month at 3 p.m. UK time. So if you have connected with me, let me know where you've connected with me from. And if you have watched the masterclass or if you're about to, people that say, oh, not at this time, I was able to say, oh, well, I have a masterclass 17 for me. Yay. I was able to say that that's fine when you're saying not at this time, but you're still interested. Like I'm busy, I've got things going on, I need to clear the decks, clear the schedule. That's absolutely fine. I actually have a masterclass which I plan to go live each and every month on the last Monday of the month at 3 p.m. UK time. I can still send you the details and you can sign up if you choose to. Still value 4 hours of training. That is my enrollment spot because you want to educate your YouTube Soul Tribe and your followers with why they are a soul match or if they are a soul match. And if they're not a soul match, it's a filter to have the right people come and actually join you. Does that make sense? So eventually, when I first signed up for my masterclass training, my webinar training, I paid like $400 or $500 for it. And I actually paid the extra to get a phone call, like a session. It was only like 15 minutes, I think, half an hour tops, with my mentor at the time, which was Kim Luna, the lady with the blue hair. I don't think she's around doing that. I think she's got pink hair now. But she said she made like, I think it was about 7 million in about 4 years doing webinars and teaching webinars. And she said, it's literally like printing money. And so let me know if you have attended a webinar or a masterclass before of leaders in your industry. If you like them, if they're super salesy, you're like, oh, people tell me that this is what you have to create in the industry, but I don't really feel aligned with the super salesy shit. Like, this was me trying to figure it out. Like, how do I do this? You have to have an enrollment spot in your business. That's an enrollment spot in my business. I feel really good about that enrollment spot because it's one to many and it's me showing up. I don't stand for that, get on a call with all of my team and then this is a sales call. I do breakthrough. I used to do breakthrough sessions and people, I think, kind of got them confused with sales calls. They're not, I used to do a follow-up call, a 7-day success story follow-up call to have people actually experience my work. So if you're new, that's a really great idea to have people trust you, to get your testimonials in, get your experience in, and then create a masterclass. So I teach you how to do that in the bootcamp. Literally, I will point everything, like I will point you to literally everything that I do, I share. Because I think it's really important that we find a way that is right for us. So what I share, you can take the model, the framework, and run with it. Don't ignore the model because it works. And so there's things in that high-paying soul client funnel formula that people are like, oh, well, I won't do that. I'll do it this way. And when you twist it, it won't work as well if at all, because everything has a purpose, right? I've been in the industry for a really long time now, and I've invested, oh my gosh, so much. Thousands and thousands of hours, thousands of pound energy, like blood, sweat, tears, a lot. And so I wanted to study what really worked in the industry and put a soul guided spin on it. So again, that wasn't quick, but I am big in, come to the masterclass. It's a beautiful space. I love it. I had people who first attended the masterclass when I did it for my community, and then they attended the next one. I was like, oh wow. And they got different nuggets of wisdom. Again, it's the same masterclass every single time. I might say it a little bit differently. It is scripted as well, not as in I'm just reading all of the script, but I take myself off the screen so I don't forget anything. It's 4 hours of training, so I don't have all of that in my head. And so if you're nervous about doing a masterclass or what have you, literally on Google Slide, you have a presenter window and you can take notes under every single slide and have a prompt to you to do that presentation. It's a beautiful model. So that is it for the masterclass. Please do come into the masterclass, come on live, schedule. If you've been on it, let me know how you found it. Share it if you know of anyone who would resonate with that training. It makes no difference to me how many people are on that training or whether they move forward. I don't just have one avenue to or roads lead to that masterclass, basically. So I love it. It's my way of giving back. I don't have to show up every single month. I could literally automate it. I do care enough to say, you know what, 12 times in the year, absolutely 4 hours of training. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? Like handing things off to team. We have the group VIP day from that, and we have the soul guided instructors calls. Like all of those are gifted because I made a vow that when I figured this shit out, I would share it far, wide, and deep. And I'm holding true to my vow, and it feels amazing. So I love you. Let's launch, lead, and leave our soul legacy with ease, grace, and flow. So cheers to financial freedom, right? See you on the next video. Mwah. Big love. Take care.